Tell these people of your lies, Risa, now. You need to leave me alone. This is getting out of hand. You are my wife. You need to make this work for the sake of our angel baby, love, and the Bible. You are going to hell for divorce. Jerome, I'm going to tell you calmly, leave me the F alone. Or I will be contacting the authorities. Tell the people you lied. Tell the people you didn't lie to me. What is wrong with you? Repent, Satan, admit, stop deflecting your lies on me. Delete your account. You ain't gonna stop the word. This is propaganda. They're sending you money, stopping a black brother's truth. This is the system. You need to tell. Like if you don't, you gonna sell out like that on. I even have a hiccup. I cannot finish this. Goodbye, Jerome.
Address the rumor Ressa Tisa ex-wife who straight lying to y'all. It's sad because it's completely false, and we went to marriage counseling, didn't work, and we broke up. But my message to her is please stop lying to these people, and you can tell them the real reason I left you cheated. I caught you in the house with Bradley, and we went to marriage counseling, didn't work, and we broke up. More to the point, I haven't decided who I'm going to talk to exactly or go on whose page or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that she lied about everything. Follow her, don't follow her, that's up to you. All that stuff she said, it's complete lies.
I don't know if I even think it's that, because the internet found a picture of him. And this is what he looks like, allegedly. Because when I saw this picture, I said, please say psych. Like, say psych right now. I know y'all are lying. Say psych because this man does not look charming. He does not look like he has a winning personality. You got played by this frowsy looking ne'er-do-well? Because looking at this man, nothing about him says, I have offshore bank accounts. Nothing about him says, I am an executive at anybody's company. It might say entrepreneur, but he's the only employee. Nothing about him says, my job is paying for me to relocate somewhere in another state. Nothing about him says, I can afford a $750,000 mortgage. I get red pill incel from this image. I might live with my mom and bathe like, I don't know, twice a week. My sheets are brown, and not because I purchased brown sheets, but because I don't change them. And I know TikTok loves this myth of like the millionaire next door who's basic, but then there's basic and there's unkept. Nothing about this man even says, I'm laying it down. At some point we need to have a conversation that she's just silly. Just a silly, silly woman. And I know many men who fit what she thought he was, and they don't walk around looking like that. Discernment should have told her, I have some questions. Getting played by an ugly man? A dirty man? An ugly, poor, dirty man? Yeah, because that skin does not say I have health insurance. The thing is, nothing about this man says I am the vice president and my photo is on a company's website. He's not given I have a LinkedIn profile. Nothing says vice presidential here. It might say vice, like you've been picked up by vice, and you spent a night or two in the county jail. But vice presidential? No. Additionally, if I'm going to be conned, I need you to be suave, debonair, smooth. As Beyonce said, you need to be fine. Rick Fox, fine. Aldous Hodge, fine. Sterling K. Brown, fine. Maluma, fine. Brad Pitt in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, fine. Not this guy. And I should have known. I should have known when she said that he was attractive that he probably wasn't. But I naively believed her. When someone tagged me and she's trying to change her name back because she changed her name, again, she thought she got a lick and he.
I'm really going to say this, and fuck. Okay, you may not like this. I feel like Legion. I mean, she did say that, you know, he's bad now. Okay, he's worse than how he used to look before. Okay. And I was looking at his current picture, like the past pictures, like he's not bad. Like if he had money, he could improve how he looked. Like if he went to the gym, if he took care of his skin, if he took care of himself, he would actually be nice if you cleaned him up. Or rather, if he cleaned himself up, he would really be like a lookable candidate. And people are so fixated on his looks and they're like, oh my god, I was expecting so much better. I mean, Ressa did say that he's bad now. He is bad. He's bad. He's bad. I mean, that's a guy who did not take a bath for 3 days. He lives in his car. I mean, did you guys watch the story or what? Like, I watched the whole 50 parts and I wanted to upload it here. And it was taking too long to upload. And I was like, yeah, I really need to use my phone. And yeah, it was literally going to take me the whole day. And it took me a whole day to edit. And I'm like, oh no, I ended up deleting the whole thing. And I'm like, oh my God. But that's not the point right now. The point is, Legion, despite the fact that he's not someone that I will settle for character-wise, but in terms of looks, he needs to improve, work on himself, work on his behavioral problems. Yeah.
If you don't know something about somebody you dating, ask. Stop trying to Google them and trying to find out stuff. And if they tell you right now, you know, it ain't necessarily none of your business, maybe you should just leave it alone. Everything ain't your business all the time about everybody. Every detail of their personal life when you first meet is not your business. It takes time and years to get to know somebody that way sometimes. Please allow the process to be the process and don't try to just dive in, because what you can do is end up putting your foot in your mouth and looking real stupid at the end of the day for saying something, making a comment about something you don't even know. So again, allow a relationship to progress, allow a person to tell you in their own time. Don't go digging, because you never know what you might find. And then honestly, there's two sides to every story, so don't just sit there trying to Google people all the time, because Google wrong most of the time. Come on, man. Talk to the person you with. Stop all that foolishness. Man, what's good, everybody? I just wanted to do this one because, you know, you ever just have people doubt you or just come at you like you ain't doing something? I ain't trying to throw it in your face, but you know what this is? You know what this is? Y'all seen the pictures. I posted it earlier. Done and done. Certified done. You know, everybody who had my back through this, because this process was just hell, because quite honestly, it takes way more to be done with somebody than it is to get with them. So, like I said, I just want to say thanks to everybody and everybody who out there who was saying, oh, it ain't gonna be done, it's just that and the third. Haters. Stop just running them off. Let me explain something to y'all. Stop thinking that somebody that gotta have a whole lot of money, a whole lot of this, whole lot of that, whole lot of this, a whole lot of gang shit, whatever the hell you want to say, that they gotta have all this for you to get with them, women. You guys are the main offenders, guys. Same difference, because the fact is, everybody comes with a story and everybody comes with something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna have whatever. But if a person got a job and they working and they getting to work on the bus, it don't matter, they ain't got a car. If they ain't making that kind of money but they got a car, but they ain't living that high life, but they living life good enough, stop doing all that. Because at the end of the day, when money fade, the heart stays. I told you that first. For real. Stop all that foolishness. I'm out. No, for real. Stop all that foolishness. Y'all still here? Get out of here. Go to work. For real. Really? Number one thing today we're going to talk about first. Shouldn't do in a relationship, or should do. Don't be afraid to text your partner in the morning. Tell them good morning. Tell them you love them. Even though you just told them that when you left the house, don't be afraid to tell them so. Text them and say good morning. What's up? You know what I'm saying? How's your day going? Especially if you don't live with the person or something like that. That kind of brightens up their day. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear from you. That's tip 1 from your boy. Stay tuned for tip 2, tip 3. We're going to do these all day.
Now, that was her ex-husband, Legion. And his only excuse, like y'all heard, was let them know that the reason I left you was because you cheated. But she addressed this all in her videos. Like, she didn't lie. What was the purpose of lying? She told you the truth, even if it made her look bad, which she did not do what she's accused of. So I just wanted to show you guys that.
They said, ain't no way she thought there was some VP of the company. Listen, that's Legion, because that's him with them WWE belts. Baby, y'all are some detectives, because y'all done went and found this man. Y'all even found a date when he done moved his WWE belts into that town hall. But you gotta remember the details. He was paying her bills. Think back to the beginning of the party. She said she had her suspicions, but he was paying the bills. And as a woman, like she said, that made her feel good to not be dependent on the bills and be a little bit of financially free. You gotta remember, she went all the way up here, but she saw that statement from Chase. She physically saw them papers and saw him sign saying he wanted to pay that house $700,000 in cash. So she's just going off of what she saw, and she wanted her marriage now. And then, like she said, and I can attest to this, them WWE belts are expensive. So the fact he got multiple, where he get this money from? And don't say no arena football, baby. Baby, that's a new trigger word. Now that I think about it, he lied so much. He really tried to finesse that house. He thought if he didn't show his funds long enough, they was just gonna give him the house. Line Legion, line Legion.
Are roasting me. They said this is bad Photoshop.
So, y'all, I just went to Legion page. He got a page on TikTok. My boy said he going to Netflix. He got a video that looked like it's like from 2008. The show that he driving to Netflix to go shoot to tell his part of the story. Yup. My boy did everything they say he did. My boy did everything that they say he did. My boy is loonier than a motherfucking Looney Tune. You hear me? Like, man.
Asian finally shows proof of funds. And guys, you're gonna absolutely love this. Make sure you click the plus sign because I got more in this you don't want to miss. Sound off in the comments and tell me what you think. But Legion has been out here in these TikTok streets and he is talking. I hope he never shuts up. I'm in love with the insanity of what is happening. Take a look at his proof of funds. All right, there's several things to go over. The first thing that I love, so this is Cayman National Bank, so apparently this is the offshore account, right? Let's look at this. So he has his account number up there. No routing, but the account number is up there. Boy, why would you be putting your account number out for the whole internet? Oh, but there's more. It looks like he ends on a negative balance, but isn't this the account that has so much money in it? And then also, let's take a look. So there's certain things, for instance, it just says supermarket. Doesn't give any other information or details but supermarket. And then you'll see there's a withdrawal, guys, for $21.25 from the ATM. There's an ATM withdrawal. How are you getting coins out of the ATM, especially for Cayman National? What ATM do they have? Weird. Now, some people have pointed this out that it says checking with a QU. Now, I can say different places will spell checking with a QU. That may check out. But guys, this looks completely false. And the comments have me sending. They are basically like, oh my God, they're calling him printer. What do you guys think about this? Is this proof of funds? And if he could put this out there for the whole internet, you can't give it to a real estate.
I found it ridiculously funny that he can post it on the internet, but he would never give it to a real estate or give it to the potential sellers to see. And also to see, since they were the buyers, okay? To see, because they wanted to see. But he posted it on the internet for us to see. Jerome Ramas. And by the way, the video of him that he posted that he was at Netflix, it was found that he took it from a Singapore Netflix, actually, and then he photoshopped himself. But people are so fixated on his looks, but they don't care about the character. I find that really mind blowing and interesting that this man is a walking bankrupt. But you're so focused on his looks. Like he has a horrible personality, but you're so focused on his looks. Like if he was so handsome, you would want to be with him just because he's handsome with his horrible personality. It really shows your standards. And people want to talk about standards. They want to talk about beauty. They want to talk about all those things. But look at, and they want to create legacies and lineages. From you, I'm good. Like, I'm great.
Because Risa Tisa is not the typical TikTok person that the algorithm pushes, right? She's not the typical, she doesn't have the look that most people that you see. See, a lot of times the reason that we can't have real conversations here on TikTok or any other social media when we're black people is because people just want to fight. Like, they pretend that they're stupid. They get intellectually stupid when they want to be offended about something. Now, I've said that Risa Tisa in the story about Who the F Did I Marry, when I looked at the man, Legion, when we see what he looks like, now, he's 6'5", she said, right? Or 6'4". He's a vice president of a company. He likes to dress well. He has that look of a dude that liked to be a pretty boy, right? Risa Tisa does not look like the arm candy that he would have on him. And when I made a video just saying that as women, we need to really be aware of these men that want trophy women. If a man is like that guy on, what is it, Married at First Sight, and he's a little pretty boy with the little part in his head and stuff, if he is that type of dude, he most likely is not going to be wanting to be with a plus size woman, no matter how beautiful she is. He's probably not going to want to be with a dark-skinned sister, no matter how beautiful she is. He's probably not going to want to be with a short woman like me, no matter how beautiful she may be. There is a certain look and a certain they're pretty boys, they're fuck boys, and they're trophy wives. There are Instagram models, and we can't even have a serious conversation about that to talk to younger women to let them know that most likely if you get with a man that traditionally in the black community that you don't look as good or 5 times better than, you're going to most likely run into some problems. We had this conversation on my page about good-looking men with ugly women and how the men have to act so ugly with you because they want their woman to know, I'm not trying to get with her, and she's looking all like, I know they probably looking at me because I'm not as good-looking as he is. But we can't have an honest conversation about that because he not a pretty boy to me. She look just as good as him. She does not comparably look like the type of woman that a 6'4" man with a good job, vice president of a major company would be with. And even when you look at her content on her page, you can see that she is one of those women that is looking for some really beautiful man instead of just either being happy with herself or just finding a reasonable man. Find a man that look like your daddy. If your daddy don't look like El DeBarge, don't get with El DeBarge. Am I saying that Legion looks like El DeBarge? No. But I'm trying to make this point in a video that I made. And all the women that look like Risa Tisa are all mad. He just act average to me. I'm not trying to insult you because it's not about you and what you look like. I am saying to younger women, if you get with a man that is a pretty boy, you better make sure that you are a pretty girl, or you're going to end up in a situation like this where a man can look at you and say, I look better than her, or she think I look better than her, and so therefore I'm going to run game on her. And yes, I know that Legion turned out to be a liar. He wasn't a VP. Probably about the only thing is that he was tall and good looking to her. Is he my type? No. First of all, I don't like tall guys. So if y'all thinking that you act like he just so cute and she's so ugly. I'm saying that they don't look wise, they not equally yoked. And she should have thought, this man just showed up with all of this. I got to think twice. And if she didn't think that, women from here on out, start looking and thinking twice. That's my point. Now, here's a content creator that basically said what I said.
And she had to we have to do all this clarification when we pretend as black people that we're intellectually stupid. I said not long ago about somebody that men want to get with the light skin curly hair. Why you have to say light skin curly hair? Because we know in the black community, it's just like when you say you go over to Big Mama's house and she always gonna have some cornbread and beans on the stove. Why you say that all grandmamas have cornbread and beans on the? Let's not be intellectually stupid so that we can have a real conversation so that other women, younger women, can know how to protect themselves from a legion. Okay?
And don't be obtuse. Y'all know exactly what the fuck I mean when I say she doesn't have that look. But, I mean, she's a gorgeous woman, but she doesn't have the stereotypical young, bubbly, light-skinned, lights her skin look that most people have, that TikTok pushes, on the algorithm. And
She changed TikTok, irrespective of her looks. You with your full face makeup could not do that. We don't know about you. I'm in South Africa. I know about her. She literally changed the game for what content creators on TikTok said that we must do to go viral. She did it in her car. She did it with her big self and her big personality. She told her story and millions of people listened. I myself included. Yesterday, I listened to 50 parts. I did not listen to you. I don't care about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The only reason you're going viral is because you're mentioning her name. The only reason you're even getting this much attraction is because you're mentioning her name. If you listen to what she said, instead of selective conversation, and talking about having an intelligent conversation, but you don't have an intelligent hearing. She literally said it. She said it herself. That he was not like that. He was not like that. He has the possibility to be a handsome man. He can be upgraded. All the people that you guys mentioned, Bradley's and all of those people, some of them weren't born rich. What do you think they would look like if they did not have money? Would you be this attracted to them? Because all the people you're comparing Legion to have money. If he had money, he has the capability to be a VP. He has a capability to do all those things. But yet, instead of talking about his character, you focus on his looks. Did you not listen to the type of man he is? He's a narcissist. He's a liar. He's a manipulative. But that went over your head. All you can think about is his looks. And talk about how the black community further perpetuates. You get it. Further English. I'm not good with it. But further amplifies, let me say that because I can say the other word. Further amplifies the stereotypes that lingers in the communities and make them fact. Anyone can take anybody on, and Ressa changed that. She changed the game plan. She changed that. She changed TikTok. Now everybody wants to recreate what she has created because she did it from the heart. She didn't do it for you. She didn't do it for anything. When you do something from the heart, when you do something from the soul, the universe recognizes you. It sees you. Because she wanted to just talk to somebody that would listen to her story. You post to get viral. That's the difference between you and her. Be like, this is not the typical. They don't even push black people. They push white people, white blonde people with blue eyes. Not you, not a black self. Okay? That's social media. Go anywhere you'd see a blonde or a white woman trending for nothing. But you want to talk about her looks, that she's big, she's not typical, she's not ideal. So what she isn't.